chill, literally. Y'all need to chill. Okay, stray kids are fancy kids now. Okay.
끊이지가 않는 싸움 처음부터 맞지 않았던 건 아니야 우린 그저 다른 것일 뿐이라 생각했던 그 생각은 결국 틀렸던 것일까 늘 잡아도 서로 다른 것을 보고 대화 주제의 흐름은 다 딴 대로 이 예정 없는 대화 속에 마음이란 그저 텅 빈 쓰레기통에 눌러붙은 거야 소리 같은 기턱 침묵 속에 어색한 기류가 흘러 가진 이유로 내가 찔러있는 눈빛 속에 아주 얕은 맘으로 비켜줄래
Oh, this is... Cool down. Oh. I just checked out a song by another artist that reminds me of this message.
침묵 속에 어색한 기류가 흘러 가진 이유로 내게 찔려있는 눈빛 속에 아주 얕은 마음으로 비켜줄래 라는 말을 꺼냈을 때 슬픔이라기보단 후련하게 또 yeah Yes you, that's you, thank you, right now 그래 우린 Yeah we gonna break, break, break together 서로의 값진 매일매일들을 불태워 이제 모두 남김없이 버려도 우린 후회 없어 그저 속 타는 마음만 지켜 이제 난 내게
Damn. This reminds me of idol sculpture, but in a positive way. In its meaning, more positive. Ooh. Sculpt better days or something, you know? Holy smokes. This was kind of unexpected. So before we get into this music video again, I do want to mention that Han wrote the lyrics to the song, and I feel like he did a phenomenal job. I love how mature these lyrics are, and I love like the actual music video was done so tastefully as these lyrics were written. I really love the fact that they tackled this issue, which is essentially like a relationship, let's say, that wasn't necessarily doomed from the start because there was a spark perhaps there, but then you realize that you're just not compatible with each other as far as awkward silences, meaningless conversations, fights that are just never ending, and just a fight that cannot be won because you are just not meant for each other. And instead of being sad about the fact that this relationship needs to conclude, you should be happy about the fact that you can now both break away and look at this relationship as an XP point that you can stack, much like with Free Racha's Heyday, which is pretty cool, but that's random. But in any case, I love the maturity of Stray Kids in this video, and just realizing that you cannot be stuck in a situation that doesn't make you happy. You cannot be stuck in a relationship, or maybe it's a job, or it's whatever predicament that puts a mental strain on you where you are unhappy. And much like the bridge kind of says, like, uh, let out all of the things that you wanted to say, being trapped in this situation, not being able to let the real you shine, as there's a really cool contrast of them kind of like by burning, they're actually cooling down the heart because they're letting all of the aggression out. And after all of the aggression is out, is when cooler heads can prevail, which is kind of what this whole music video kind of reminded me, with the way that Stray Kids delivered this message in such a calming matter almost. Like this song was incredibly chill, no pun intended, but at the same time, it was incredibly meaningful, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to this song as far as being, whether it's a relationship or whatever predicament that took you a while to realize that this is no good and there's no potential for there to be anything good if it's a relationship that is consisted of nothing but fighting and awkward silences and empty, meaningless conversations. Literally, there's lyrics of holding hands but looking into different directions. Two people that are just seemed into each other but ended up not being very much right for each other. But both of them possibly coming to the conclusion that instead of being sad that this is over, I should be happy that I can move on and then live a life with no regrets, because whatever happened, just look at it as an experience point, so to speak. So let's take this back. And and this is the sculpture that Felix made, right? Yeah, exactly. It's not like it didn't work out in the first place. Like there was something there, something that attracted us to each other, uh, something that piqued my interest. But at the same time, I didn't realize that that was the beginning was the end, and there was nothing really there to explore furthermore. And it took a while to get to the point where I could finally let myself be me and say all the things that I couldn't say, much like the bridge of this song says. And also like the whole concept of them being at almost like this exhibition, surrounded by artworks that relate to the sea, which is like a sea of emotions, waves of emotions, all of the emotions washed away or something. Like I'm not really really too sure, but there's a really cool contrast between the coolness of the visuals, and as the chorus kicks in, we see all of the fire elements. Yeah, this is a really cool line. Like all of the shit that is happening between us, awkward conversations or meaningless conversations, looking in different directions, just having different points of view. All of this is like being a gum that is stuck to an empty trash can. Like this relationship is trash. Uh yeah. Yeah, this is pretty cool. It's almost like thank you for being there. Thank you for this experience. As literally some of the lyrics say, the ticking sound of the clock, of a clock, tick tock. It's almost like time doesn't stop. As I'm stuck in this relationship, time keeps on passing me by. Much like the chorus says, burning each other's precious time. We should throw it all away and have no regrets. Oh, I really love this part. Ryan's part is beautiful,
그래
and
우리 yeah we
Felix is
gonna
just
break 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 together 서로의 값을 매일매일 뒤를 태워 이제 모두 남김없이 버려도 우리는 왜 없어 그저 숱하는 마음만 시켜 이제 내게 신경 꺼 추억 속 여기서 그만 밖으로 나가줘 그래 너도 남김없이 버려다 다시는 왜 없게 일단 숱하는 마음 좀 식혀
the cool down your frustration as they're all together burning something could also like indicate like every family like fights, like there's no such thing as the perfect family or a perfect family, as like the song could indicate the fact that yes, stray kids fight and disagree, and sometimes they need maybe some time to chill, essentially. Like it doesn't necessarily mean like straight up just about a relationship, but just everybody needs their time to process. And I don't know, it just feels like seeing them together in that chorus as they're burning something. It could also like indicate them burning a memory that is that has caused the fight perhaps between them, but then after they cooled down they realized that it wasn't such a big deal. Like every family fights and there's no such thing as perfection. Like so I don't know, maybe I'm taking this a little bit too far, but throw it all away essentially so there's no regret. Like I don't know, it's very interesting. I'm probably wrong, but
I'm in like a 빠르게 빠르게 더 식어버린 마음 다시 손내고 새로운 시작 서로 해보자고 start now 지지고 볶고 판단은 나중으로 mirror 잡히 관계의 지속 가능성은 zero
this verse is really cool because there's a storm behind Changbin, who's holding an umbrella, and rain is pouring all over. The storm almost like represents the pain and the chaos being stuck in this relationship, because the chance of this relationship continuing is zero. So we might as well use the pain to start off fresh, as this rain is going to wash all of these feelings and let us start new. It almost reminds me of a phrase, and I had to look it up because I forgot it. Everyone wants happiness, no one wants pain, but you cannot have a rainbow without a little bit of rain, which is which is pretty cool. So it's almost like this storm will allow us to cool down our feelings that we no longer didn't even have for each other, but it will let us wash away all of these feelings and let us start fresh, essentially, which is pretty cool.
I'm in like a 빠르게 빠르게 더 식어버린 마음 다시 손내고 새로운 시작 서로 해보자고 start now 지지고 볶고 판단은 나중으로 mirror 잡히 관계의 지속 가능성은 zero 그래 다 지워보자고 이게 만나고 성내도 너도 다 지울 거잖아 왜 아닌 척 눈시울을 가는 소리가 티키타ክ 침묵 속에 어색한 기류가 흘러 가진 이유로 내게 찔러있는 눈빛 소리하지 않은 마음으로 비켜줄래라는 말을 꺼냈을 때 슬픔이라기보단 후련하게 또 yeah Yes you, that's you, thank you, right now 그래 우린 Yeah we gonna break 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 together 서로의 값지 매일매일 뒤를 불태워 이제 모두 남김없이 버려도 우리는 왜 없어 그저 숱하는 마음만 시켜 이제 내게 신경 꺼 추억 속 여기서 그만 밖으로 나가줘 그래 너도 남김없이 버려다 다시는 왜 없게 일단 숱하는 마음 좀 시켜 아무렴 어때 시원하게 깨워내 속에 있던
Oh my god, the jazzy vibes, holy shit. Let everything out as he's sculpting a new version of himself, as he's letting out all of the emotions that were locked inside of him. So it's almost like when we're holding hands, we're just a bunch of actors doing following the script rather. So instead of acting, let's be us. Let's stop pretending. Let's stop acting, because we're a great actor duo. as far as letting others believe that we're a happy couple, but in reality, let's stop acting and let's just be ourselves. And in reality, we need to break the fuck up. Nice.
Yeah, we gonna break together. 서로의 가치 매일매일들을 불태워. 이제 모두 남김없이 벌어도 우리는 왜 없어?
And by burning each other's valuable days, it's almost like there were happy moments in our relationship, but in order to get over this, we need to burn everything, the good and the bad, and live with no regret, but still be thankful for the experience, I guess, right?
그저 속다른 마음만 시켜. 이제 내게 신경 꺼. 추억 속 여기서 그만 밖으로 나가줘.
Putting that dry ice to use, nice.
일단 속다른 마음 좀 식혀.
Yeah. I would also like to think that as much as the lyrics do indicate a relationship, it's also like just being in a situation, even if you are in a loving relationship or you're in a group like Stray Kids, like everybody fights and everybody needs their time to chill and just break away from each other. And I feel like it's a cool little second or third interpretation to the song that can be taken, I guess. But for the most part, you know, these lyrics literally talk about the possibility of this relationship continuing is zero. So and the awkward silence and the empty conversations and everything, it does indicate more towards the side of a unhappy relationship and just finally allowing yourself to be you and break away from it. So two people essentially just coming to the realization that feel relieved instead of feeling sorrow for this relationship concluding, which is very, very beautiful. And this was incredibly mature of Stray Kids. I really enjoyed this song, and this was absolutely beautiful. If I made any sense, let me know in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, make sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new. Also, before I forget, if you want to check out the Patreon where I just released the reaction to Stray Kids' episode on Weekly Idol, as well as Mamamoo's episode on Netflix's Take One, as well as obviously Stray Kids Code. There's 4 episodes so far that I checked out, as well as Kingdom, Road to Kingdom, Queendom, both seasons, and some other content that you may or may not find interesting. If you want to check all of that out, see the list of all of the available reactions before ever needing to sign up, you can have a look and make the decision if you want to check it out. And by signing up, you would also be supporting the production of these videos on YouTube. So if you want to check it out and also support the channel, the link is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you all in the next one. See ya.